Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to War Thunder Adventures in Premium, and today we're flying the Mirage F1-C 200. Now I know a bunch of you guys are probably wondering if this was a good purchase for you to go up the French tech tree. I can say, somebody who really likes the Mirage platform and Delta Wing jets, this thing flies very similarly. It doesn't pull as high an angle as attack, and when you have full missiles on, its turn rate is a bit slow, but it can still push out. It can still push out a win in a good dogfight. I've beaten an F-16 in this thing, and pretty sure a lot of people will know how hard that is. So you get access to the all-aspect Magic 2s, which so far have been very nice. And the R550, or no, R530, I think, super, what are they called? The Matras, the radar guided ones. Super Matra, something like that. And they're not too hard to use. I mean, if you're Xbox, playing on a controller, radar controls are never the easiest thing. I mean, I'm doing that right now, and I do have the radars equipped. It's not too difficult to get it going. I have noticed that when people flare, for some reason, your radar locks onto the flare instead of the obviously stronger target. And I don't mean chaff, I mean flare, so I think that's actually a bug, because the flare does not create a large enough section to force a relock. It's a heat sig, not a radar signature. Most people just take flare instead of mixed or flare priority. For obvious reasons, most of the all aspects in game are heat seeker primarily. You know, like the R60M, R60MK, the Magic 2, which is on this jet, the A9L. You know, there's a lot of stuff. F-16s and things can carry AIM-7s, really good AIM-7s. I'm just saying that's not necessarily what people are expecting to fight. This guy here, I got somebody on my tail, I think. I'm getting radar buzzed. And here you'll see an example, Magic 2. Bingo. F-16, roll in. Yeah, you see how good his rate is compared to mine. He's got launched onto. Alright, MiG-29 got him. Let's roll back in. F-14 that way. MiG-29 high. Those are the dangerous ones now. This jet is fast. You can get it Mach 1.22, 1.23, I think, on the deck before she rips. I know she rips somewhere around 907 miles an hour. 910? Somewhere in there. Alright, F-104 flared. I'm getting radar locked. I don't like it. What's behind me? MiG-29's busy in a dogfight with those two. Okay, so let's roll in. Let's set my radar to BVR and ACM. See if I can't lock the 104. 104 is locked. He pumped. Yeah, see what I mean by him pumping flares and I just randomly lock onto them? Lock. Pull it really close so his flare doesn't trick me again. My missile missed because he managed to outmaneuver it. I don't really particularly think these missiles pull high G. I do know that they pull some kind of G though. Oh, you mother that flare timing, dude, is so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna chase down an F-104. Where's the 29 at? 29's still busy fighting the other guy. Okay. If I had a third one, which I probably should start carrying the regular Matra, he's gonna reach his airfield because he's bitch mode now. He's not going to fight. He's out. He's probably out of missiles, and all he's relying on is his airspeed. I'm out of missiles. I can't reach out and touch him anymore. So we're gonna turn around. We're gonna go back to base to rearm. Switch off BVR mode. This jet's fast. It's a good dogfighter. I mean, it's a Mirage. All the Mirages are good at dogfighting. Even though they're the first ones, the Deltas, weren't originally designed for it, they're good at it. Nicknamed the MiG Killer for a reason. There's a friendly Mirage. What model is he? Oh, hell yeah. 2000 CS5. That's what I'm going for. Big, sexy airplane. He's out ground pounding because we're down on points. I'm not sure if you guys could really tell there, but I was doing high Mach, like 1.17, 1.13 between there. That should be a better view for you guys. It's combat flaps. You can deploy them pretty fast. They'll hold like 350 miles an hour. That's not bad. It's really good. I just don't trust them much faster than that because I've had instances where they've ripped off. Not fun when that happens. Definitely affects your performance. Let's not forget the Defa cannons. Tried and true, always here. These cannons are really good. I got a couple clips I'll probably be uploading later where I pulled a pretty nasty deflection shot with these. What the hell just happened there? I don't know what was with that lighting. So sorry, guys. 9 seconds till redeploy. Here we go. MiG-29 in front of me. What? Here we go. Take off again. Oh, he killed himself. That's such shit, man. No fighting him. Boo. It's a good jet. That's what I got to say about it. Good jet. It's got access to decent set of missiles. It's got the tried and true Defa cannons. It's a good dogfighter. It's a nice all-arounder. I mean, you can carry some serious ordnance for ground if you really need to. But I just fly as a dogfighter, and I probably should take that third Matra on the center line. I probably should take these, all three. The Super 530, the regular Matra, and the Magic 2s. I should probably take all 5 missiles, but I want to have at least some dogfight maneuverability when getting into it in early stages instead of being completely weighed down. Because that's how you die. If you can't maneuver, you can't fight. You can't fight, you're going to die. Now, for console players in general, high-tier gameplay is always going to be difficult unless you have a keyboard. But even then, if you've been playing controller only, could possibly be a problem. Getting used to keyboard controls while flying in high tier, that's going to be a learning curve and a half. But I will say the main reason I still use controller is because I'm not the best in the world, but I'm a different breed. I can dodge aim 9Ls in a Mirage 3CJ without countermeasures. And I learned to do this because there's so many frackin' A10 Warthogs floating around that you kind of had to learn to do it. And it's kind of funny when an A10 launches on you head on and you don't die, and suddenly they're forced to fight you in a vertical turn. And they're heavy, and they can't maintain that for long. So as a Mirage, you get to slide in on their turn when they stall out and shoot them. And it's always funny when you get to do that. Granted, it's always best to just avoid the confrontation with the Warthog in general, but knowing how to dodge an aim 9L and a head-on in a Mirage 3CJ without countermeasures on controller, I think that's a step above what most people can do. So, yeah. I think... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, MiG-23 down. Got it. Anyway, I think most people who play on console, if you're using controller, the time to switch to keyboard is probably around about 9.0. That's where... Or 9.7 anyway. That's where some of the higher G missiles start coming into play. And... you know, some of the really fast jets, and once you get up tiered into a 10.7, you get things like radar guided 20G pulls and stuff like that. You know, 10.7, that's right where the Kafir C2 and C7, or not C7, the Kafir C2 and the Kafir Canard are sat. And those jets can haul it at nearly Mach 1.3 on the deck. And they can get countermeasures. They get AIM-9Ds. They don't get very many fancy things, but they've got a lot of thrust for that platform. And they can seriously fight. And that's also where some F-104s are with their radar-guided Sparrows, and 10.0 is where you see the first F4 Phantom and, you know, radar-guided Sparrows. The AIM-7 and stuff like that. And 10.0 is also where the Mirage 3CJ is at in the Israeli tech tree, and it only gets access to AIM-9Ds and the Matra, which the Matra is radar guided, so again, you got a head-on radar guided missile. And 9.7, that's where the Frogfoot's at with its R60 MKs, where they're all aspect and they can launch on you head-on, even though they're heat seeker. Yeah, the Frogfoot should be 10.3, not 9.7, just saying. Just because of its missile capabilities, it really should not be that low. I get it flies slow, but it can dogfight still, and it's got really competitive missiles, and it also has flares. And the same thing goes for the A10. The A10 Warthog should be at least 10.3, not 10.0, where it sits now, where it's got some of the best missiles out there. I got a flurry of crap on my tail now. Another MiG-23 back there. MiG-29. Okay, that's passed by. F4. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. There's a lot of stuff in the air that I'm not equipped to fight really right now. High MiG-23, go under, and then back up. F4J, hi. I did not expect you to make that turn that fast. Hello. Pop flaps. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, nope. And aim 9L, F16. Stuff like that. When you get into furballs and you're weighed down, you're dead. You can't maneuver. And you can't keep up with all the jets swarming you. And that's why I hate top tier. Where it seems to be, no matter how smart you are, you get furballed by dozens of enemies at once. Meanwhile, little idiots like this in an ML get to just live. Just you know, in the middle of nowhere, just minding their own business, doing absolutely effing nothing. These are the last amount of people. Look how many MiG-23s. They're everywhere. It's annoying. We don't need the MiG-23 to be the freaking M4 Sherman of air battles in high tier. Get the shit out of here. No more variants. I heard that there's another variant MiG-23 coming to the game next patch. No, we don't want it. There's enough of them. Everybody has one. Everybody limp-wristed goes up the Russian tech tree because it's got straight up a line from rank 1 to rank 6 of some of the most overperforming aircraft in the game, where it's just easy. It's just easy. The whole Russian tech tree. You go up that one line, you're going to have a field day all the way up to top tier, and nobody can do shit. I hate it. I do not recommend going up that tree. There's a lot of aircraft shouldn't be able to do what they do. Anyway, I'm rambling. Be 100% honest with you guys. Most of your matches in high tier aren't going to be great. You got a lot of content creators out there only show you the best of however many hundreds of matches they've played in that jet. And some of them will tell you they spent, 30 hours, 40 hours, however many hours getting footage for that video, but they only show like 5 games where they did really good. And that's because usually nobody likes to show the bad days. Usually nobody likes to show the bad content where you're only dying. And I understand some people don't want to watch that, but if you want to understand what it's actually like to play that vehicle, you need to be able to see what the average game is like. And now I had one semi-decent match where I got 1 kill, and then the last guy I was chasing was smart with his flares and ran home. And then killed himself because he didn't want to bother to try and fight. There's been a lot of pussies like that in top tier recently where nobody will stay and fight. Once they're down to 2 or 3 people, those 2 or 3 people, once they're out of ordnance, run home and then J, so that way the match ends because they don't want to incur a repair cost. And it's bullcrap. Every time I'm down to the last person, if I'm the last one out flying, I'm gonna go and try to fight. I'm gonna go and try to win. And if I don't win, well, that's good on the enemy team. They managed to kill me. That was, fair and square as it could be with me being the last person. Keep it 100% real like that. This map I usually struggle on somewhat because there's just so much going on. Everybody flies everywhere. It's like a giant fan of people. There's not really a good way to go about it. Those Yak 141s, I'm actually scared of those. They've got an insane amount of thrust for just one engine in that tiny little plane, and it can VTOL if it needs to, and it's actually maneuverable. It's not a Harrier situation. It can actually turn, and it can actually go supersonic, and it's got really good missiles. It's got 4 really good missiles, and it's got flares too. So It's actually supersonic capable and can actually dogfight, and so that's a leg up on the Harrier. And why those things aren't still in service, I don't know. I get that they're old, but the Yak 141 should probably still be in service. Granted, it's probably difficult to upgrade the avionics and stuff on an older generation aircraft like that. That one's a late generation 3, early generation 4. But if I'm going to be completely honest, its VTOL capability means that it is useful in the ways that everybody's kind of scrambling for right now. In particular, the United States Air Force with crap like the F-35, where it's been a complete waste of taxpayer dollars. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, just saying it's a good jet. The Yak 141 should probably still be in service now, and it's just not, and that's whatever. That's their business. Hate Russia anyway right now. Well, to be fair, I didn't really like them before the whole, you know what, but I especially don't like them now. And if you have to ask what I'm talking about, look at the news. If you've not seen the news in a year, look up all the news involving Russia the past year. That's all you need to know. That's literally all I have to say, and I'm not going to risk anything else by saying anything else. So, back to the Mirage. Long storied history. I think they're still using Mirage 2000s in the French Air Force today. Great platform. Great platform. Like I said, there's a reason they call it the MiG Killer, and it's not just a fancy nickname. It's known for just being the better plane. Oh god, Yak 141. Okay, I am in a horrid furball, and I am not at all equipped to fight this many planes, and luckily most of them pass me by. Yak 141 is not passing me by. Oh shit. I didn't even... What is that crap with the spot system where it doesn't even show you launched? Did not show he launched until it was in my face. There's a serious problem with that crap. It was R60M. I could have flared it. Didn't get the chance to flare it because it didn't spot. And it's supposed to be a guaranteed spot when it's launched for a certain period of time. It's supposed to have about... depending on the missile, you're supposed to have about 5 and 10 seconds of visible missile icon once launched. I did not get anywhere near that. That was literally, it showed up and I'm dead. And I'm so sick of that crap. Anyway, MiG-29, yeah, whatever. F-16, I have this. I've showcased the nets on the channel before. I don't have it spaded yet. Still working on that. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry for so much rambling about nonsense today. I'm just a bit hyper. And I don't have much to talk about with the Mirage in specific because I'm not too familiar with the F1's specific history. I know during the Gulf War and Operations Desert Storm that those Arab countries did use the Mirage F1 platform against the United States Air Force during those conflicts. I know that many of them did die to the F-15. I mean, the F-15's the F-15. This guy's on keyboard. Don't dip your nose that low, that close to the mountain, dude. Oh. But, other than knowing that it did participate in Operation Desert Storm on the opposing side to the Allied forces, I can't really tell you very much else about it. Other than its weapon loadout, the fact that it's a decent dogfight platform, it's got a F-ton of flares. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You can spam flares, like, a lot. If you really feel the desperate need to just utterly spam the button, you can. It's got a lot of countermeasures. You can afford to run split countermeasures and still have a really good amount of them. Like I said, the Defa cannons are fantastic as always. The Magic 2s, they're great. The R550, not 50, R530s. He should have pulled burner and dropped flaps, but that's just me. Yeah, the R530 super, the Magic 2s, good missiles, good guns, good plane. A bit expensive. I don't recommend really buying this unless you desperately want to grind the French tree out, which I understand. The Mirage 2000, amazing plane. That's the whole reason I got it. It was, I want to get up to the Mirage 2000 because I know it's a great dogfighter. It's the underdog. It's the underestimated one out of all the top tier jets right now. The MiG-29, the F-16, the F-14, everybody knows those ones, but not too many know the Mirage 2000, and they're kind of rare in top tiers, so they're almost always underestimated, and I can just see the clips of, like, pulling the most fantastical maneuver because they don't think I can pull it off and then just killing them. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. This has been, like, nearly 30 minutes of me rambling about aircraft and just I've played 3 matches. What do you want? As I said, majority of the time you're not going to do too well. That's just top tier in general. Anyway, so quick announcement, just get this out of the way. Next video, we will be returning to a vehicle that I've done videos on in the past. Just I will have it spaded, fully upgraded this time. Show you a bit of a comparison between stock and not stock. And hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a bit more history on it. I know you guys like the videos where I do a lot of background history on the vehicle and showcase some of its better attributes. I hope to return to that soon. Anyway, thank you guys so much for over 260 subscribers. See you on the next one. It's been Ace. Bye!